February 24th, 2007, Michelle and I drove to Austin, Texas for the World Wellness Weekend.
And we have Janet Attwood here, which is the author of the #1 national bestseller, The Passion Test. We heard a little bit from your seminar about how you first got started at the meditation center. So can you tell us a little bit about how you made that journey to what you do now?
At the time, I was living on the meditation center floor. I was teaching meditation, and that was fun because I love hanging out with high people, and I love talking about pure knowledge, and I love the energy of meditation. It's a very big part of my life. The downside was that of just what you said was that every day I had to, because we didn't have a shower and we didn't have a bathtub at the meditation center where I was living, I had to walk across the street, actually sneak across the street really early in the morning, jump across the fence at the apartment pool building, and then take a shower in the pool, in the pool showers, right? And some of my friends heard about that and they said, you know, this is weird that Janet has to live in this type of way, and it's we can do better than that for her. So they called me up. They were working in a recruiting firm, and they said, we've got an incredible opportunity for you to make millions of dollars being a recruiter. And when they said millions of dollars, my eyes and my mind went ching, 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 and all I saw were dollar bill signs. I didn't think at all about the job, whether or not I could do it. And because of that, and as karma will have it, I failed miserably. I let myself down and I let everybody down. And it was terrible because I'm sitting at this job for a whole month, just terribly mortified, as were everybody else. And I keep saying inside, intentioning, I know there's something more, I know there's something more. And every night I'd go and meditate, and one night I'm meditating and I see this sign when I look up, and it's this poster, and it says Yes to Success Seminar, and it was about a seminar in San Francisco, and a success seminar. I thought, that's what I have to do. So I lied, I called in sick, and I went to San Francisco. I sat down in this seminar. I watched this lady just light my fire, talking about the law of attraction and, you know, how to be congruent and living your truth and the importance of really aligning with your passions. And that was the moment when I realized this is what I wanted to do. Now, another really important thing happened at that time, and that was the moment that I discovered the passion test sitting in the seminar. She started talking about this survey that had been done on the 100 most successful people in the United States. And after this survey, what they found was that all of these people, all of these hundreds of people, had one thing in common. And that one thing in common they had was that they were all living the 5 most important aspects they felt they needed for an ideal life. And when she said that, it was like my light went bong, bong, you know, those moments, right? And I went, oh my God, that's all I have to do. All I have to do is figure out what are the 5 most important elements I feel I need to have for my life. And that was actually the birth and that moment of the passion test.
What's another one that really stands out for you out of all the passion tests you've given? What's one that really stood out and they went out and just totally blew everything out of the water?
Oh, there's one guy. I was giving a program at the Learning Annex in San Francisco, and this one guy walks in and he was so depressed and he was so sad, and you know that type, right? And he was just like, there was nothing hardly there, and I thought, whoa, you know, wonder what he's going through. Anyway, I gave my program as I always do, and I taught people how to align with their passions, and about a month later I received this email, and it's from that guy because I remembered his name. And from this email it said something like, you know, before I took the passion test and before I took your program, nothing was happening for me. And now I have 10 feature films lined up. And I just want to say thank you so much. I have films that I'm going to make in India. I have films in Europe, and I have films in the United States. And these are all since I took the passion test and aligned clearly with what was most important to me. And then he signed his name, or the email had his name. It said Jeffrey Brown, Oscar award-winning producer. Is this great? Isn't this great?
That is so cool.
Thought, right? But he was in, and we all have those moments where it's not happening for us. And he just caved completely and nothing was aligning for him. And then when he got intentional, when he started using the passion test to be able to create what it was he wanted to have show up in his life, when he got clear, what we say in the passion test is, when you get clear on what it is you choose to create in your life, you will, but only to the extent that you're clear. And we told him the secret, and the secret to aligning with your passion, and I want to share it with everyone. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So here's a secret for anybody who wants to align with their passion. Whenever you're faced with a decision, a choice, or an opportunity, choose in favor of your passions. And first what you have to do is, and why the passion test is so great, is because it's a very simple tool for people to align themselves with what they love, what they really feel is, their world, what will really drive them to the end of their life. And then once they do that, then what they do is they attention that. So what we say is intention, attention, no tension. Intention, clarify, which the passion test does really wonderfully, what it is that you're most passionate about. And then put your attention on that. Keep your consciousness. We're all so powerful, and we forget that. We forget how powerful we are. And if you want to know how powerful you are, of course, look at your life. You're the co-creator. If you don't like the movie, if it's not an Academy Award, and you heard me say this yesterday, yes, you can recreate it. It's so cool. So intention, attention, no tension, let go. And this is what Jeffrey did. Jeffrey used the secret, which is he kept his attention on it. He never swayed from it. He was like a samurai. Once he realized that all he had to do was keep his attention on his passions, first know what he was passionate about, then keep his attention on it, and whenever a choice came up, because we have them during the day, don't we, he chose in favor of his passions, and then everything broke loose. And it's that simple for everyone. They can have it break loose like that.
Wow, that is just awesome, awesome. No. And we thank you so much for putting this book out there.
You're
and
welcome.
For really bringing fulfillment and letting people live to their full potential.
You're so welcome. And can I share one last thing? For anyone that would like to we're now teaching a program, because my passion and Chris Attwood's passion, who's the co-author also of the Passion Test, is to change the statistics. Right now there was this survey done, and what they found, Harris Interactive survey, was that 80% of Americans in the United States are not happy, not fulfilled, and not living a passionate life. And we want to turn those passion statistics upside down. We want to make it 80% of the people in the world are living a passionate, turned-on life, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what we've created, because there's only 2 of us and there's millions and billions of people, is a certification program that people can learn how to teach exactly what I teach, and we walk them step by step, take Passion Test certification, and become a certified Passion Test instructor, and make multiple streams of income doing it. So they can go to our website to find out more about that. We have 3 courses this year, one in Miami, one in Chicago, and one in LA, by going to our website, www.thepassiontest.com. Again, www.thepassiontest.com. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Coming up on Resonate with Life.
Why do you think that the law of attraction has gained such huge popularity right now?
For one thing, we're desperate. I think people are really hurting. They're really afraid. We've gone through all kinds of things with wars, with terrorism, with terrorists. People are afraid to fly. They're afraid to see each other, and they're reaching out. And I think what's happening is that they're reaching in.